Did the stream start for you?
Yep.
What didn't start for me? Oh wait, I had to refresh. Okay, let's see here how we sound.
Is this okay?
Wait, I'm testing it. Did the stream start for you?
Hello guys,
What didn't start for me?
jello
Okay,
satoshi,
I had to
robabata.
refresh. Okay, let's see here how we sound.
If you have a coin in mind, don't hesitate to write in the YouTube chat,
Okay, I
Satoshi.
think we both sound okay. Oh, we already got peeps in. Satoshi Babata. Right off the bat, I have a coin. Oh, I see what you did there. He's got. Oh, I thought he was gonna say for Batcoin. Get it? Right off the bat, I have a coin.
So we can add Zell.
Okay, so we got the list now, right? So we got the list. So today we're gonna check out Ethereum, BTC, and obviously, right? We're gonna check the main coins, right? And then XTZ, RD, RDDR, COTI, and XVG, right? And
Yeah.
then Zell.
Out as well.
Yeah, but we'll check Zell. Okay, so first of all, let's just go down with the BTC, right? Wait, he's saying I've been mining Zell and I've been unloading a bit. Okay, we'll check that one out after BTC, man. Gotta first run the main coins, right? Some, like, probably people want to see the main coins first, right? But like, since we already got 9 people, we can get right on started, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
obviously.
so the last one, we had it on Wednesday, right? Because we were 1 day late previous week, so that was on the 17th. And if you check it here, pretty much nothing has, in this kind of range till the end of the week, pretty much nothing has happened, right? We didn't want to comment this. But, yes, I was seeing this sort of a price action, and I deemed it a little bit bullish, right? Because you have sort of a drive to a low, drive to a low, drive to a low, and then it starts, and then it starts changing its course. But as you can see, it was not as defined on BTC as it was on Ethereum, right? This is why we took the trade right here, right? Oops. Yep. It was much more defined, as you can see, on Ethereum. Much more defined, right? And then this is where we took the trade, right? And it went to here, right? So yeah, kind of a reversal pattern, right? That we can speak, right? So, and then again, we had 2 possible shorts, right? If we go right back to the Bitcoin, and this was a little bit of a mistake from our side. I'm not gonna lie, right? Because we set 9 to 8 area, right? 9 to 8 and 9 to 9 area, right? But logically, the area, if we do it right precisely, it was 9787, right? So, because we skimmed off the top and we were not, because we didn't tell it right, because we said from 9.8 to 9.9, we kind of screwed it up and we missed a perfectly good short on Bitcoin, right? But on Ethereum, again, if we go back to Ethereum, if we shorted the same kind of area, right, that we are aiming for on Bitcoin, or that we were aiming on Bitcoin, right, you can see it was perfectly filled, right? And it gave you plenty of reactions. So anyways, yes, that was a little waste of the opportunity. So what's next right now is the most important question, right, that we are obviously all seeking answer to. What my next focus is gonna be right now. Okay, so now firstly, I'm gonna see what's gonna happen with price action right here, right? That's the most curious part I want to see right now. If we do something like this, right? If we go on a little bit lower time frames, if we do something like this, what's still possible, right? We can still retest this to around here. We can still retest this to around here and start breaking down, right? Now this is a highly risk short if you try to pull one. Why would you ask me? Because from where you kind of bounce, right? This area is kind of a really bullish area for continuation of bullishness, right? So the area right here is not the most perfect one for bounce. But then again, given the take where we are standing on daily or weekly, right? It can also be considered as a very bearish area and it's going to reject, right? So in that case, I've given a lot of thought, right? If I should take the trade or if I should not take the trade. And I thought to myself, the better course of action for us right now, if we got missed on this short right here, right, that we can wait for it to come back here, see if it's gonna reject. In the best, if anybody wants to trade, it would be 0.25% maximum I would throw in this trade, right, just for a little taste. You know what I'm saying? And then after I wait for a breakdown, and after the first time we go under this, we go really aggressive, right? And I would say really aggressive, what I already mean, if we go under this, I would be pulling, right, the first pullback, right? And this pullback can be something like this, and we're already pulling it, right? And going for continuation with the stop above the top, in case if it goes a little bit deeper, right? And goes down. So that would be kind of my scenario for the bearishness right now, right? If it goes under this, if it goes back to here, goes under this, I would be really aggressive and pulling another short on this one, right? I'm going to aim either low of this or low of this, right? That would be my two areas that I would aim, because that would kind of give me a confirmation that that higher time frames are now acting a little bit more bearish again, right? Not that they're not acting bearish already, but it just gives you an extra confirmation, right? And then obviously you just wait for this area to kind of go under, and after this area goes under, I'm going to start smashing a lot of shorts on daily, right, time frames, and then hopefully I'm gonna hold them to something, you know, like we already stated down here, right? Now for the bullish scenario, because we obviously want to be prepared for the both sides, right? Wait, let me just do this. Just delete this. Now for the bullish scenario, let's just say for the mellow that this was a bullish bounce, right? And then we're gonna break the top. If we do break the top, right? Right now we have again two choices, and again the second choice is much more visible on Ethereum, and I will explain it afterwards. But right now, let's just say for the for the sake that we break this thing right here, right? So let's just say for the where we wanted to short in the first place, if we break it, then we're gonna do the same thing for the longs, right? And again, if we break this, I'm going to go for a small long here, right? Again, just to have a little taste in the game. I'm not gonna do anything crazy. I'm gonna go for a small long, and the reason for that is because on weekly is you're still bearish, right? So me pulling that small long is going against the higher time frames, which is a pretty bad thing to do in trading, as we all might know, right? But you know, it's never wrong to have a little taste in the game, right? 0.25%, nothing fancy, and if it breaks above, you just keep on adding more until it moves to your direction, right? So right now you can see that we're kind of on the crossroads, right? We don't know, are we gonna break out bullish now? We're gonna break out bearish. My guess is still because of the weekly lineup. I'm still going to say for the bearishness. I know a lot of people are doing like, you know, trend lines and all this crap, right? But I can tell you, the longer you stay in here, the more bearish you are, and this is been quite a long time that we're staying here, right? So I'm still not gonna be bullish on this part, right? Again, for me, we have to break something like this for me to consider Bitcoin being anything close to bullish, right? As I already stated. Now regarding the second option on Ethereum, it's a little bit more clear, right? So right now, if the price came back down to here, like on the Ethereum, this would actually be a good place, right? A good place to take another stab at it, or should I say another long at it, right? It wouldn't be wrong to play a little scalp from here, right? It's much more defined. As we go back to BTC, you see it's not as defined as this, right? It's much more beautiful looking right now, right? And Ethereum had a little bit more place to test up there as well, because it kind of slacked behind the BTC from down here, as you may know, right? Because again, on BTC we took the short. You see we would have won it quite nicely on Ethereum, but we got stopped on BTC, right? Because the BTC went a little bit overboard, and this time around Ethereum was much more friendly than BTC all around. So that's why I also decided to take a long on Ethereum instead of BTC on the call, right? The manual call that we had. And you know, pretty much same game for Ethereum, right? If it comes down here, I would do a small long at it, right? Just see a small scalp, right? But when you look at daily, weekly like this, again, I'm gonna call it. It's a little bit bearish, right? It's less bearish than Bitcoin. Not gonna lie. When you look at this, this is more bearish than Bitcoin, right? But weekly base, like you're sort of looking like you're doing you know, accumulation. But the problem with this is you're doing accumulation under the resistance, right? So that's why you don't want to be sitting under the resistances for too long of time, because if you do, you're most likely going to be bearish, because it's much harder to push price up than is to push it down, right? It's a lot easier for price to fall than to go up. That's the law of all the markets, right? And that's also the logic behind here. So right now we'll see what's gonna happen, right? I mean, apparently, like, we are prepared for anything, right? If it goes up, we got a plan. If it goes down, we got a plan. Obviously, in the meantime, we had a lot of alt trades, right? I mean, what did you say our result was for this month, Arnaud? You said it was like 12 hours or something?
Yes,
With the
yes,
manual
yes.
trades, yeah. So I mean, manual trades trading this week, I mean, this month went pretty good, right? Again, and previous month was pretty sick again, right? So So we're kind of preparing in both directions, right? Okay, ADA. Let's see. ADA, did they do something smart? Nope. ADA is kind of pulling what you want to see BTC pull, right? I mean, goes down, goes down, retest this again, and goes a little bit bearish, right? We'll see what happens with this one. Nothing too special. I'm guessing that these alts, yep, these alts are still pretty much dead since we are this week. So we're gonna go on and check the other alts, which actually matter. Litecoin as well, TRX. Okay, TRX looks some sort of a decent. Okay, for TRX, if it goes above this, we can actually have a trade, right? The original trade was down here, but right now, if it goes above this, we can do a little trade here and then see if it's gonna go to this. But look at that, it's taking absolutely forever. Since 14th of June, we're already stuck in this range, right? It's taking absolutely forever, and that is also a pretty bad thing. XRP, dead as always. I guess XRP just does not disappoint me when it comes to being dead. Like, it can't gain, look at that. It can't do this, it can't do this, it just keeps going down. XRP, I don't know, I guess they really are writing history, right? Now we can go to better coins, right? Coins that have some meaning to us, right? So let's just first check out bad BTC, right? We had a call on it, which is turning out to be a pretty beautiful trade. We are going for the bullish continuation on this one, right? So we'll see if we can get all the way up here. We can get all the way up here. We're probably gonna retest this line again, and we're gonna refill the lower longs, and we can go further, right? And then I would aim for us to take out this highest, kind of a highest resistance point on the entire chart. So this could be a pretty good gainer in the future. That's about 20%. But if we beat this out and we go back on daily or weekly, right? I mean, look at the next resistance point. I mean, look at that. It's all the way up here, right? So if we get something like this, that could be easy 60 to about 70 or 80%, right? Easy 70. So yeah, this could be a pretty wonderful coin for the future, right? So I do suggest you guys keep on following this one, because this one could be a mad gainer, to be honest. Something like we had on T-Fuel, right? T-Fuel was pretty much same way how it played out. Whoops. So we'll see how this one plays out as well, right? Jesus, I can't delete these lines. Man, it's annoying. Okay. Okay, now, as you said, Satoshi, I've been mining Zell and I've been unloading a bit. Let's see what you got here. Zell. So I'm gonna say Zell BTC. Okay, never heard of this coin before. What the hell is Zell? It looks absolutely liquid as shit, but I'm telling you, they had some market making down here. So after it pumped here, yeah, that was actually a good long. Look at that, that was actually a perfect long, to be honest, not gonna lie. It respected it well, so I guess the market maker who's doing this, it's not a bad one. But I'm gonna say you're right unloading it, because I'm seeing this and I'm seeing this. And that's usually not a good sign, Satoshi. So yes, if you're mining it, unload it. I mean, unload it. Just keep on unloading it, right? Because this is dangerous, right? If the volume goes away and you're standing in the range, that is very dangerous, man. So, and since you already tested this, if you're gonna come back here, you're probably gonna do another bounce here, but it's gonna be a weaker bounce. It's probably not gonna be even that long, right? And then it's gonna test all the way to the bottom, right? All the way to the bottom from where it started. That's how usually they react. If there's not gonna be volume, right? But if it comes all the way down here and you start seeing the volume like this, then you have probably are in the good, right? Because then you're probably gonna bump up way above this range again, touch the top, then you're probably gonna retest the bottom, or maybe even here, right? And then going to go for the test on the top of the one, right? So we'll see what that's going to be like, but it's all in the volume, right? If there's not going to be volume, this is not going to happen, right? So you got to be super careful with this one. And if you're mining it and this state, I would slowly unload it, right? Just keep on unloading it, just keep on taking profits, right? And if it goes down, you buy more, or sure say if it goes down, it's going to be easier to mine anyways, right? Because difficulty should go down with it, so it should end up being a good investment after all, right? I don't know what kind of profits are you making with the mining right now, but you know, as I said, I would be slowly going out. XTZ USDT, let's go. Let's see what's happening here. Shit, nothing particular that I would like, to be honest, because with this chart I really can't make anything out of it. We tested the main areas, as we can see, right? Everything was sort of tested already. I don't see any possible trades for me then. The only possible trade for me, I would say, is if it goes back above this line, let's just say, right, which should be the main line of this structure. If it goes back above this line, I would then consider a little like bit of aggressive or long, right? And then I will aim for this high up here, which in retrospect, that would bring me about what, 13%, right? It's not too fancy, but it's still some profit, so it's not too bad, right? That's what I would kind of do for this XTZ USDT one, right? Nothing too special. Don't really got much more to say to this, right? I mean, if it crashes down from here, then the next test, it's probably gonna be here, right? So this is even longable, Arnaud, you know, we can do this one.
Yep.
For the channel, so we can set it up like this. Wait, let me just check.
How many percent between the zone and the price, the actual price?
That's what I'm curious as well.
Okay.
Oh shit, this is gonna be a fat one, huh? So what? We have no other choice but to move the zone down, move the entry down. Risk being missed, like always. Bring it all the way up here. 9%er. We already have to take profit target here.
This will be like dash,
okay.
you know. It will take
something like
times.
this. I wouldn't take it. Just we can check it next time, right? I mean, there's no point we posting about this because people will forget, right? But if this shit happens, right? If we touch up here, like we can already, if we gain above this, we can already maybe find a long here, so it might be a lot sooner than we expect, right? Okay, RDDR, Ardor, Bitcoin. Man, this one looks poor. For something that we've been in the alt sort of run, and this performed really poorly.
For a year.
Yeah. So the thing is, that's a really tricky question I would do. Okay, so the spot where I would long is obviously already passed, right? And we already are hitting that resistance point and we are rejecting it, right? The only thing I would do with this coin down here is I would go for a long here at the very bottom with a stop right below, right? And hopefully Bitcoin not gonna overreact for us to. But that scored 25% go. But like seriously, right now I wouldn't do anything else at it, right? I mean, look, because everything was tested thoroughly, right? Even this, when you come down, you tested this, you went higher, you rejected again. You don't want to see rejecting this for the third time. You have to go just past it, right? Because if you reject it, it's really bad. And everything was sort of tested, right? Even here, we can say, right, it was tested. So if it comes down here, of course it can bounce, right? But it's not as safe trade as it could be, right? I don't like to take these sort of trades that have been tested. So in this case, I would have to aim for the very, very low of the entire structure. Put the stop under 8%er and, you know, pretty much just take early TP because we are going to be against the trend, right? Nothing more to say, nothing less to say. Yep, something like that. Again, we can just save this one because it's going to take a while, probably, unless Bitcoin goes crazy. But there's nothing else I would say good about this coin. I mean, obviously, if I was holding a trade right now, I would move my stop loss, right? If I was holding a trade right now, I would move my stop loss under this, right? Because it shouldn't go under this. Like, it shouldn't go under this line, right? So, if it comes back down, it shouldn't go under this line, so I could place my stop loss here if I was in the trade already and then see if it goes higher from here. But this is already a bad sign when you do something like this, right? You usually go retest the very bottom and then you see what you do from there, right? And again, I wouldn't, this is not a terrible long, right? This is not a terrible long, but I don't want to do it, right? Because it's been already tested and I don't like second tests, especially not on alts, which are so illiquid as you can see, right? They can just wreck you and give you a slippage, right? Satoshi Nakamoto, I say this time and again, honestly, this is the only tea I look forward to week in and week out. Keep out the word. Oh, thanks, Satoshi, man. You're also welcome to check every day's video that's been posted. You know, it usually contains the TA as well in it. I try to do as thorough investigation on the coins as I can, right? Because, you know, the main concern for me is the safety, right? Because, you know, some of the guys, they go in very risky and it pays off, right? But we all forgetting all the times that it doesn't pay off, right? So that's why I like to keep it safe, because even if it pays off the one time and the second time it doesn't pay off and it slips you out, right? It's like I don't like being slipped, right? That's the ordeal here, right? Because slipped is just sometimes it can be 5% damage, sometimes it's 10% damage, right? So I try to play the market as safe as possible and make slower gains than everybody else, but you know, gains are protected at the end of the day. Slow and steady, exactly, Satoshi, right? This is not our marathon, right? Plus, since, like I said, Arnaud did analysis, or Arnaud analyzed the whole results for this month, and it's actually 12%, right? Sorry, 12 hour. So that's pretty damn good, right? I mean, like, couldn't ask for more, right? Basically, Arnaud beat the whole Wall Street just this month alone, right? You did it,
Right,
Arnaud.
you beat the worst rate.
You did it.
Depending on the risk, it could be up to 20%. It's
Yeah,
not
I mean, sometimes it's
at
good, right?
least.
I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
the only coin I consider being unlucky is Steel Fuel, because Steel Fuel could have changed everything, right? Like this shit. The only coin I think it was unlucky was this shit. Like, look at this reaction, right? And personally, that was the only coin I didn't take this month. The only coin I didn't take this month, and this one ended up pumping like 100%, right? So that's kind of unlucky. So if we were in this coin, you know, it would actually be a lot more, right? But you know, unlucky happens. But charted it perfectly, you know. Give it that, look at that, perfect fill, and then just boom, smashed, right through everything. It was crazy, yeah. Just happens. Ray Dalio. I mean, actually, Ray Dalio is really good, you know, but even he liquidated 2 billions or 3 billions of his account early in his, like, I mean, not early in his career, right? But it's like mid stage of his career, he liquidated his entire fund almost, right? And you know why he liquidated his entire fund? Because he was the reason was he was bearish, right? He was bearish on the whole market when everybody was bullish, and he was actually wrong, right? But the thing is, back then he didn't have the power, you know, to actually admit that he was wrong, right? So he keeps adding on his shorts, he keeps on adding on his shorts, right? And then bam, it liquidated his entire account, right? So he was right back where he started from, like, you know, 10 years in or something, right? But then second time around, he turned everything around. He's again the best or the greatest fund ever, right? But the thing is, you know, if he wasn't, if he didn't do that in like the middle of down his career, he would actually have a perfect one, right? So that's why I just try to be always a little bit unbiased, right? Like I said, I am bearish on Bitcoin, but I'm not gonna go crazy like he did, right? I'm not gonna say, okay, I'm gonna add on my short, bam, I'm gonna add on my short again, right? No, right? Because eventually this shit will kill you. Like trust me. Maybe this time you will win, but maybe the next time it will kill you, right? Because you will not be all the time right, right? You can only be right about 60 to 70% of the time, right? So now your job is to eliminate those 30% so they don't kill you in the long process, right? Okay, Cody BTC going forward. Cody BTC. What is that, Cody? Oh, okay, this I actually like. This is actually a pretty nice chart. Damn, this is actually a nice chart. Shit, that was a good long. That was the good long that I would want to participate in. Yep. Huh. That would be actually a perfect fill. Damn it. With how much reaction that gave me already. 5%. It already actually tagged the resistance down at the 15. Oh shit, look at that. Yeah, that was actually a pretty nice reaction. You'll already be filled on profit, are you? Damn it. Okay, I guess we're a couple of hours too late for this one. This one happened this morning, actually. That's a sad one. Too bad, too bad. What's next now? What's next? Yeah, I'm gonna say right now I got no plan B for this one. I'm not seeing it right now. I mean, the shit has just freshly played out, right? It's just played out today, so I gotta see something more. So now some time has to pass, right? Obviously, if it's gonna continue above this line, I would take a similar trade, right? A really aggressive one, because this, if you look at it, look at this, how good of a level this now becomes after you go above it, right? It's a sick level, right? So if you go above it, you're gonna have a good chance of retesting this, right? Yeah, that actually leaves you with quite a lot of meat. Okay, 50%. It's not a lot of meat, but it's still pretty good trade, right? So yeah, that would be my kind of plan right for now. But if this one crashes down, if it crashes down, then I will wait what happens here on the lower time frame, because this is still curious, even though because it tested only the top of it. So I would like to see what happens when it tests the bottom of it, right? And if that one fails, then I would take trade for sure down here, right? I would take for sure down here and then take it all the way to here or here, right? Something like that. So right now we're watching it here then, and then here it's almost a no-brainer. I would take that trade in my sleep, right? And if it goes above this, I would take that trade as well, right? But I have to see some price action right now. I mean, sadly we missed that one, right? I don't even know if I had this one in my list. Is that like a new list or something? Because don't remember Coty in my list. Ah, Coty, where's C? Yeah, I don't even have it in my list. I will add it right now. Add to watch list. Coty. Yes, thank you. Okay, add it to my list so this shit won't happen again. Where was this listed? This year in February. Huh, yeah, then it's possible I didn't update it. Okay, then we have XVG BTC, right? Oh, damn. Interesting.
Maybe we can take the graph on Binance, right?
Oh, wait. Oh, sorry, I didn't even see. That's not the Binance one, sorry. Oh, we already have the trade here. Okay, good. Okay, so the first time we said, if I remember correctly, we're gonna save to see what's gonna happen here, right? And now we tagged it. And now we can actually wait for this one, yeah. But would I change this trade? Because it went quite high for my entry. 75%. Would actually think I would have to bring it a little bit higher. A little bit higher this trade. Yep. Oh wait, I can bring it higher because the stop loss. Okay, yeah. But then it's a super wide stop loss again with the low Satoshi coins. Hate those, man. I absolutely hate the low Satoshi coins. God damn it. They piss me off so much with this shit. Because the stop losses are then just way too wide, right? Damn it. Yeah, I think that would be it. Pretty much I would take this trade. Wait, how much is this? Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that would be like I would take my trade. But again, right? Low Satoshi coins, give me the creeps, man. Wait, maybe do the XVG USDT. We can have a little better trade there. Possible. Okay, let's see. Bam. Bam. Ah, 13% stop loss. It's not better at all. Goddamn low Satoshi crap. Okay, fine. We can't really do much more. Maybe if I go down to 15 minute time frame, find something else in here. But look how illiquid this is. I feel bad about doing that. Where am I gonna put stop loss here? Nah, I can't do it. I can't do better. I can't. So about this, so that would be. Oh wait, I'm again on Bittrex. Jesus Christ, why is it throwing me on such random exchanges? I don't even understand. Oh wait, oh they don't even have it on Binance. Sorry. Okay, then I'm just gonna leave this show, right? I mean, it makes no point for me even watching if it's not on Binance. I don't think anybody uses Bittrex these days anyway. Hey Gordon, welcome man. What's your take on Trapcoin? What is that? Trap.
Hey Gordon.
Dogur. What do they do? Another low Satoshi coin, man. What the hell do they have with those? Wait, do you know what the trap coin is? Is there like an EAO for Binance or something? Because this looks like a. This looks pretty interesting.
Never heard about this coin.
Let's see what the hell this is. Trap coin. Is it listed? Binance. What? Bithome, Gate.io, Dex. Huh. Okay, so I don't think it was. I don't think it is actually Binance EO. Okay, so I see it here what they do, but the thing is, I mean, why not? I would actually go for this one. Why not? You know, this one looks good. I would actually go for this one right here. Again, but again, it's low Satoshi coin, which brings me the creep. So that means the stop loss is gonna be like I guessed. Yeah, it's gonna be like I want to put it under here, but then it's 12%. I don't like 12%. and I want to do it this, right? Then it's 9%. You can see the difference, right? One Satoshi brings you so much difference. And if it ever comes down here, it can slip you, right? Quite easily, right? So I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm not a big fan of these coins, right? I mean, the trade is still good, don't get me wrong. It's a good trade, right? But I'm not a big fan of them, you know? So yeah, I would say for this, and then for the last one, I will actually aim quite high. Let's see if it can make it happen, right? So that would be my trade. I'm not gonna call it in the group, right? Because you know, slippage here. If it just slips you for one Satoshi, right? Because if you put it down here, it slips you for one little Satoshi, right? It's already 5%. It's too much, right? I'm not gonna risk that much for the group, right? So I'm not gonna post this in. So you can actually take this one, as you see, right? It's from, I would take it from, the area is actually from the 30 Satoshi up to 34 Satoshi, right? And the stop loss is under 29 Satoshi, right? So that's something I would stake on this trap coin, right? But never heard of it, so again, I guess I have to add it to my list because god damn, there's so many new coins that I don't have on my list. Add to the trap BTC. Right, one more. Okay, you guys are doing great with all the analysis. Keep it. Thank you very much. We appreciate it, Gordon. Do you mind looking at BNB BTC? Of course not, man. We will check it out right away. BNB BTC. BNB BTC. Oh, we're still waiting for this shit. Yep, still waiting. The months are flying past by, and we're still waiting for this shit. Yep. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't change anything, right? Because we didn't gain above this, right? We said in the previous one, I said, okay, if we move above this, I would take the trade, right? If we tag this line, right? And you can see that we perfectly rejected it from here, and now we're waiting for this, right? So now the only one option is if it turns around here, touches up there, I would maybe consider taking trade here, right? And then it has to bounce immediately, right? That would be my, but we'll see if it even bounces here, right? We'll see if it is gonna even do this, right? So far, based on volume, it doesn't look like it's gonna be doing it, right? But we'll see what's gonna happen. So for now, I'm still handing downstairs. We call this trade well back, right? But you know, so we'll see what happens with this one as well, right? Canon Meisters, are we still in a bear market or not? Yeah, Ken, we're still in the very much into bear market. We still haven't broken any resistance and anything else, right? We're still under this line, so yeah, we're very much in a bear market still yet.
Yeah, Gerard, we are coming to HUD in a few minutes.
You see what's gonna. Oh yeah, Gerard, could you look at hot? Yes, of course. How can we forget on hot? It was requested by our friend. Okay, let's see daily. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, Gerard, I'm gonna say it like this: do not touch this coin. Nope. First of all, number one problem. Look at that. It's only 6 Satoshi, right? It has 0 volume. So what can you do? It can get delisted for Binance. That's number one, right? Then every Satoshi you do is worth like 25%, right? Almost 20%, right? Yeah, 25% per Satoshi. I cannot even describe the damages you would take if you traded this coin and it went south. I would not even describe the damages. You could like literally lose a quarter of your account by just one Satoshi move, right? And probably the order books are that fat on each side that you probably wouldn't even be able to exit, right? So no, I do not suggest you touching this coin, not at all, right? I mean, it looks horrible. It even looks quite still bearish. It still hasn't gained anything. You would have to go at least above this to do something, right? And it's still not looking hot, man. So yeah, I would advise you not to touch this one. Maybe we can do a little bit more on hot USDT. Okay, so I never tested this area. It tested as the resistance, went above, tested resistance, tested this. Yeah, right now it's just gonna slip on the right. Yeah, but this was already tested again. So sooner or later it's gonna come down here. Yeah, sooner or later it's gonna come down here from this chart. And this resistance alone, it's because it can gain it. So yeah, I'm gonna say sooner or later it's gonna come down here. When if the BTC starts dropping, then especially it's gonna come down here quite easily. Yeah. So wait, what is that? If we are in upward trend, is 100% gain a month possible? What can? No, 100% a month is quite not possible. Like it's impossible. I mean, I'm not gonna say like I was just explaining before, this, if you have like coin like this, yes, obviously 100%. Coins like this do happen, but if you say even if we pump, if we even go into bullish state, if you're asking me if we can do 100% per month, no, that's quite impossible. I mean, I've explained a lot of times that people on Wall Street and much more quote-unquote professional traders do the 1 to 2% per month, right? So we can't expect for us to perform 100% per month. Obviously, the crypto is a little bit more viable when it comes to percentages, but 5 to 10% is probably what we could say that right now is pretty much steady what we're doing, right? So it's pretty good statistics, nonetheless, right? 100% a month, you would have to have some serious luck to do that. Some serious luck. Especially like as already said, if you break out on this bull on BTC, I don't think it's gonna be a good bull. I don't think at all, no, because the volume is, again, look, this volume is mostly faked and it's still so small, right? So we don't have we don't have much organic volume. We don't have anything at all, right? And alts are definitely not looking like they're in bull state anyhow, right? I mean, most of them are still pretty dead if you check XRP and all that shit, right? Can you look at Link USDT? Yes, Link USDT. So yeah, on Link we had a little short, which paid off quite well, and now Link is actually going higher. Holy crap! Link is going all the time high, man. Shit. So now I guess I can remove everything because everything played out. We can start fresh. Okay, cool. So if Link is hitting now this. Okay, so yeah, if Link is hitting out this, I would take it from here. Let's just do aggressive long at it, right? Aggressive long at it to see if it's gonna play out. So what you're gonna see is briefly, pullbacks to this, and you want to see it moon above the high. That would kind of be your best bet because this is then looking pretty damn bullish. So in this case, we could even keep a tight stop loss, right? We're talking about here, something around here, yeah. 6% stop loss. So this is actually a pretty good trade. I'm not gonna lie, I do think this is a pretty good trade. Now what I would like to see here is a little bit of a daily closure. Sorry, a daily, right? Daily must close above this. Today's daily, right? I don't want to see it coming back down. So the daily closes, if it closes above this, I would be keen to taking this trade, right? And then the first profit target, I would keep it above the highs. I mean, on the highs first of all, right? That would be my That would be my first profit target here, and then the second profit target. We actually have nothing to orientate us, right? So in that case, what we can do is a simple fib for us to kind of get a logic from where we would like to see it, right? A simple fib, I would say. Oh Jesus, am I using the wrong tools again? Let me see where would be the best place to do it. Yep. Okay. A simple fib. So right now, then it goes here. So that would be the next target. Then the next target would be this, and then the last target would be this for me. So yeah, I'm actually gonna save this up, right? And I'm gonna check it tonight. I might even do a video on it, right? I mean, I might even do a video on it and then post it for tomorrow's, right? I do think this trade could turn out pretty good, right? So I'm gonna ready it up and then see if I'm gonna change anything tonight. But I will wait for daily close before I do the video, and then we can discuss about it some more, right? So thank you for calling this one. This is actually a pretty good one, Babata, right? So we might follow up with a good trade here. We'll let you know, Arnaud, tonight. Okay,
Yep,
so
course,
let me see. Wait. So what did we call an extra trade on CTCI? Oh shit! It only pulled back for so little.
Yeah, we got it today afternoon.
Wait, what was the entry again?
The entry was 36, between 36 and 36 or 78.
Okay, so it was down here. So that's definitely not good anymore.
Okay, so
It's moving over us for right now. Shit, I'm gonna have to move it all the way up here. But the problem is, it was done in just 2 hours. It was, look at that pump, and it's continuing. Shit. Like usually it pulled back way more than this, right? I mean, look at it. It usually pulled back way more than this, right? So I don't know why it only pulled back for so little. Oh man, should have already went for this at least. God damn it! I don't know why it's so aggressive. Were there some news for this shit? Because now it always played out. Now I'm a little bit scared. I don't want to pull it up here, all the way up here. I mean, it's a good level, but it's been tested. I'm not sure if now it's gonna go higher or not, right? The only thing I would do right now is, okay, so my best bet right now, because with that was missed, I do something like this, right? Look at the issue of this shit. Oh man, the stop is gonna be so small. The stop is gonna be like 2%. Fuck me, you know? Kinda gets a little bit dangerous, if you know what I'm trying to say. You know? Yeah, that would pretty much be me.
Okay, so we cancel the previous one from this afternoon.
What do you mean? Sell?
Cancel the trade on CTSI this afternoon.
So I'm gonna say it like this, okay, so I don't see any other place now of being available in CTSC than this. It's a risky one, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Because we are overstretched, so I could be playing with a little bit of a fire here. But I don't see any other trade, right? I mean, I'm still gonna keep this trade if it goes to touches it, because I do think that one is still the main trade. But this one right now, it's a little scalp, which can turn into a bigger trade. So yeah, it's dangerous, man. I'm not gonna lie. I would kind of do like a 0.25% on this one, right? I mean, I guess we could call it Arnaud, but we would have to label it as a danger zone, right?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, and pretty much if it goes all the way back here now, I'm gonna have to smaller the profit target, do a little bit like this, yeah. So that would be the first profit target, the second one is pretty high then, right? Should look good. Okay, so we got, thanks for answering, no problem, Ken. Has BLZ finished its correction and good to enter now, BLZ?
It took off without us.
Yep, that one took off.
So we cancelled it in the trade room channel.
Oh, son of a bitch. It did miss us. Oh, man. Yep. It missed us by a little bit and already hit the profit target. Oh, crap. Yeah, okay, again. Wait for daily to finish like this. If daily finishes like this, you go on the smaller time frames. You wait for this to be hit. As it is, it's hit. You feel it on this position right here, and then yes, you're gonna aim it for a higher profit target. I guess we could do that one as well, but again, I have to wait for day to finish, and then I'll probably have to go to sleep and then see what's gonna happen tomorrow if this was gonna be available, right? Because first of all, I would like to be left with the week down here on daily, like a SFP, some sort of, right? You know, so that I have some possibilities to the upside, right? Because that would be a bullish pattern then. But if it daily closes something like this, right? If it daily closes, comes back now and closes like this, then I'm not gonna be interested in the same trade. So again, for this one, wait for daily. If it's gonna be like this, and then you can go down to 1 hour, and then you can, like, you know, wait for it to price to hit this, and then what it simply is, when you have a pattern like this, when you do something like this, what it does, the next day it usually goes and tests the head of the hammer, right? So this is now then going to be a little small hammer. It's going to be a bad hammer, but it still looks like a hammer nonetheless, right? If it goes down here, it tests this, and then it usually moves higher, right? I mean, it is sort of a forex play, right? I mean, it's more for forex than it is for crypto, but it still works sometimes when you have such a bullish price action, right? That's pretty much the best thing I could say for a BLZ right now. So if I see that shit again, I'm gonna wait for it till the end of the day today, and then see and send it to Arnaud. Depends on what it is, but I'm gonna do the video on Link probably, because I do think Link is the best one out of these trades that we just analyzed, right? I do think Link has the most potential, to be honest, right? Especially it has the biggest fan base, so yeah, that was pretty good. Okay, I guess then we can slowly wrap it up then, Arnaud, right? I mean.
Yep. Thank you for your question today, guys.
Yep, thank you for questions,
Really
guys.
cool.
I hope you guys learned something new. I hope you guys got some trades out of it, right? We will definitely make some more videos with the similar TA style, right? Like we always do. So yeah, I guess this is it then. We'll see each other
See you
again
next week.
on the
Next week,
30th
same time.
30th of June, right? So again, same time, right? 13 UTC.
Yep.
Okay.
And take care of you guys.
Take care, guys.
See you.
See you next time, right? Bye.